Hello YouTube, this is Ryan with Homebrew Homies, and today we're going to be hacking a new Nintendo 3DS. Head over to this website, I'll link it in the description. It's going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it. Once you head over there, scroll to the bottom and just hit get started. This will kind of give you a brief overview of everything that you need in order to do this process. You're going to need an SD card, an SD card reader, and then WinRAR, and you should be all set. You're also going to need a little screwdriver to get the back off the 3DS to take out the old SD card and put the new one in. So just click on over to where it says New 3DS over here, because that's what the one we'll be doing. It's going to ask you what your software version is. You can go into the system settings and find that. We have the latest, so we're going to be installing Boot 9 Strap Browser. Click over there, and then as you scroll down, this is going to basically show us all the files that we need to set up, and it's also going to show us step-by-step instructions on how to do it. So let's get cracking and get you a modified 3DS, just like I do it. Okay, as you can see on screen, I'm opening new tabs for all this stuff. If you're new to GitHub, this is kind of how you do it. You go to the page that you opened, and then you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you should see the download file there. Just kind of click that. I'm going to real quick download all of these, and then I'm going to put them all in a folder. And then when we come back to it, I will have the folder all set up with the files that you need to download. Also, really quick, this right here is going to be step-by-step instructions because this video guide normally gets outdated pretty quickly, so just keep in mind if you want the most up-to-date stuff, go to this site. Alright, here we are with a new folder open with all of our stuff. Doesn't matter what you call it, just go ahead and extract all the files that are extractable using WinRAR into this folder. Okay, now I have the SD card pulled up next to it, and we're just going to move a couple of files over to it. As I said, you can follow along with the video or at the link in the website. First things first, we're going to move the other app.bin file, then we're going to actually rename it. So I already have it copied. You're going to rename it ARM11CODE.bin. Then you're going to take the boot.firm file and the boot.3dsx file, and you're going to migrate those over to your root of your SD card, which is just the main partition of the drive. I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call this folder Boot 9 Strap. Then I'm going to take the boot9strap.firm and .firm.sha file and put it in that folder that we just created. Take the safe B9S installer, the .bin file, and take that and put that onto the root of the SD card as well. And then you should be all set. Just safely remove the device, the SD card out of your computer, and then we'll get on over to the device itself. Okay, now we're over here on this device. We need to take these two back screws off, so you're going to need a tiny Phillips head screwdriver. Just go ahead and remove those, and then there should be a little place you can stick your thumbnail or fingernail under the side there, and that just pops right off. Make sure you take the stylus out, which I obviously did not do here. There it is. And then make sure you take any game cards out too, I do believe. Also in this, I accidentally bumped the power button. No big deal. I just like to cut the power off of the device before I remove the SD card. Just good practice. It won't really matter because you're going to take this SD card out anyway and replace it with the one that you have in your computer. So, me just struggling to take it out. Just pop the battery out, slap it back in. Because I don't put the back on because, you know, you're going to be popping the SD card out and back in a couple times during this process. So I just leave the back off. Just make sure when you set it on a table or whatever, the battery doesn't fall off or fall out while you're in the middle of it. So just pop that new SD card in there, the one you had in your computer. And got another shot right here. We're just going to boot up the device. And then you're going to head on over to the internet browser. And then you're going to go to this website right here. I will also have the name of it down in the description. I don't want to link it because you got to go to it on the DS. Just hit allow on that. And then it's going to flash a couple different colors. Just let it do its thing. It's going to go through here. Sorry about the jerky camera movement there. And then it's going to go through the backup and the install process. At a certain point, the top screen is going to ask you to put that combo in. And then the bottom screen is going to say this right here. All checks passed. And then all you need to do from there is you just need to put in the combo and then it will finish the installation. Once it says installation status success, the device will then power off and then it should boot right into the menu after you push A to accept. Sweet, so we're back online. Now you have the custom firmware installed. So we're going to head back on over to the website here. We're going to scroll on down. We already did all of these steps. Like I said, there may be some added. Here's the thing, the link they got to put in. And we're going to hit finalizing setup at the bottom of that page. We're going to download all of these files. You know how GitHub works now. Just kind of scroll down to the bottom and grabs the exact file type that it tells you to in the guide. There may be some other stuff, the source code, no need to download any of that. Just download the stuff that it says that you need to download in the first part of the guide, and I will put it all in a folder and we will come back to it right after I get all these downloaded. Okay, now that all those are downloaded, you want to pull the SD card out of your DS and then open it up. I got the folder with the files on the left and the SD card out of our DS on the right here. So we're going to need to do a couple things here. First things first, I'm going to make a new folder. I'm going to call it 3DS. And then I'm going to make a new folder and I'm going to call it CIAs. We're going to take all of the .3dsx files and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put them in the 3ds folder. Cool, something just like that. And then we're going to take the CIA files. So we're going to take the Homebrew launcher, the FBI file, the DSP1 file, we're going to take the one that I can't say, it starts with an A, .CIA, and then checkpoint and put it in the CIA files as well. So you're going to want to go ahead and create a new folder, and then you're going to call that folder payloads. Then go ahead and take that payloads folder, and you're going to put that into the Luma folder. Sweet. Alrighty. So now we're going to take that God Mode 9 zip file, and I'm just going to extract all the files to this folder. Say yes to that. There'll probably be a readme file. Go down, and then you should see where it says godmode9.firm. You're going to want to take that. I took the developer one because I'm going to be using this DS for a little, but you can take the dev one or the regular one, I do believe, and it will act the same. Go ahead and drop that in the Luma folder, then put that into the payloads folder. Then you're going to come up to the godmode9 folder. GM9 is the name of it. And I was going to drop it in there, but you actually want to put it on the root of the SD card. So right there. Perfect. Alright. So now I'm going to move over to the screen capture of the DS. Yours might look a little bit different, but mine's going to look, you know, you might see the files in a different spot, but all the files should be there on the DS. Okay, so click on the download play icon. It's going to take a second to load up. Then you're going to want to push the left trigger in, down on the D-pad, and then select, and then that'll bring up this menu right here. Go down to where it says miscellaneous options, then click the first option there. And now it says operation successful, hit back, save settings, then hit back, the B button, and then you're going to want to hit the home button and then hit close, bottom left. And then we're just going to relaunch the app, and bada boom, bada bing, the download play now becomes your Homebrew launcher. So that's sweet. Now these first two in here you won't see, that's just so I can screencast from the DS, because as you saw with the shitty camera angle, it wasn't working out. So click the CTR no time offset, hit A to set that. And then I didn't reset, but I suggest a reset. The reason why is so I didn't have to reopen the screencast stuff. Then you're going to scroll down to where it says FBI, hit A on that. And then now we're going to install those CIAs that we have. Okay, so we're going to want to go to where it says SD, click on that, scroll down to CIAs, click on that, click A on current directory, and then install all CIAs. Now when it installs these, it's going to take a second. So as you can see, it's installing all of these apps. You won't see all of them, like I said, because that one is for my screen capturing that I'm using to get this footage, because it's a lot easier. It looks a lot better in my opinion. So, but let me know if you think it looks a lot better. I think that I'm not very good with the camera, so this is easier for me. Okay, once that is all done, just hit A and then hit B. Close that out. And it will say you have some new software added to the home menu. That right there is going to be how to update your software, and then this right here is actually going to make it so you have better sound when it comes to the ROMs. So the other folders or the other files that you download will be in this one folder on my device, but on yours all those will be on the actual home screen. They're just on mine because of the screen capping software. So scrolling over to this guy first, we're going to want to click A on that. This will take a second to open. It's going to do its thing, and then hit the B button, and then it'll automatically delete it. Okay, so now that we have that installed, I'm going to show you that this is how you move a game over. I just took Pokemon Y here and then copied over to my drive here in the CIA folder. So that's where you want to put it if you have a CIA file. Just kind of go over here where you have any CIAs of copies of games that you legally own. And then you want to take one of them. Alright, now let's take the SD card and put it back inside the device, and I'll show you how to get it as a tile on the home screen of the device. Okay, we are back on the device with Pokemon Y on the SD card. We're going to open this file up, and we're going to click FBI wherever you have it. I have it in here because, like I said, screen cap software. Just open that up. click the SD card once it loads, click A on that, scroll down to the CIA files, and then where it says Pokemon Y, just go ahead and click on that, and then hit Install CIA. I'm going to delete it so it doesn't need to stay on the device as far as the CIA file goes, and it's just going to take up a lot of space. Now this takes a little bit, a while, a long while. I've only ever got it up to 2 megabytes a second, but maybe if you use a faster SD card, it might work better, but I'm not sure. So yeah, I'll see you when this guy gets all done loading here. Okay, hit A or any button to get past this once it gets done installing. Hit B to get out of all these menus. Hit the home button. That'll probably pass up. Then click that, and then now you have Pokemon Y on your device. Hit unwrap on the gift, and there you go. That's how to get a legal copy of a game. There you see it says an update is available for this title. Don't worry, you might have a lot that do that, but you'll actually be able to download that update right here. I'll show you. Push Y, hit download now. Perfect. So let's go ahead and update the game and just show you guys that it's legit. Fast forward through that. Perfect. There you go. So now you guys are all set. That's a tutorial on how to mod your 3DS. Have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. And again, if you don't want to go through this whole process, just let me know. I sell already modified 3DSs with a plethora of games already installed on them. So I'll have the links for all that in the description, and I'm going to start a new save on this. So check you guys later. Thank you. Really appreciate it.